Before you had wealth, before you had status, before you had power, you had rights. Rights that protect your life, your freedom, and your dignity. But most people don't know what those rights actually mean. Welcome to Know Your Rights series, where we break down universally recognized human rights in clear, simple language. Without fear, without confusion, just clarity. Let's begin. Before you had a name, before you had a nationality, before you had rights to vote, speak, work, or travel, you had one right: the right to live. But what does that actually mean? Is it just a moral idea? Or a legal protection? Can a government ever take life legally? Can self-defense justify killing? Can war override this right? Today, we break down the most fundamental human right of all, the right to life, and what it truly protects and doesn't. This is for educational purpose, not legal advice. Welcome to Know Your Rights. Let's begin. The right to life is universally recognized as the foundation of all other rights. Because without life, no other right matters. Legally speaking, the right to life protects individuals from arbitrary deprivation of life. That word, arbitrary, is critical. It means life cannot be taken without lawful process, without necessity, without strict justification. This right places a duty on governments to protect people from unlawful killing, prevent violence where reasonably possible, investigate suspicious deaths, hold perpetrators accountable. It is not just about not killing. It is about protecting life actively. Here's where things get complex. Is the right to life absolute? In principle, it is fundamental. But in law, some situations are treated differently. One, self-defense. If someone uses force to protect themselves from imminent threat, the law and many systems may recognize that as justified. The key elements are immediacy of threat, proportional force, necessity. It is not revenge. It is protection. 2, law enforcement use of force. Police may use force in certain circumstances, but deadly force is generally considered lawful only when it is strictly necessary. It is proportionate. There is no alternative. The standard is high, because life is not disposable. 3, capital punishment. Some countries have abolished the death penalty. Others still retain it under strict legal frameworks. This remains one of the most debated human rights issues globally. The central question: can the state ever lawfully take life as punishment? Different legal systems answer differently. But even where permitted, safeguards are meant to be strict. What about war? Does the right to life disappear? Not entirely. Even in armed conflict, international legal principles impose limits. Civilians must not be targeted. Excessive force is prohibited. Prisoners must be protected. War does not erase humanity. It limits actions, even in violence. The right to life also requires governments to take reasonable steps to safeguard life. That can include emergency medical systems, public safety regulations, disaster response, preventing foreseeable threats. If authorities know about a serious risk and ignore it, legal responsibility can arise. This right is proactive, not passive. There are myths associated with this right. Myth 1. The right to life means nothing can ever result in death. False. It means life cannot be taken unlawfully or arbitrarily. Myth 2. The right to life only protects against the government. Not always. States may have a duty to protect people from private violence too. Myth 3. It only applies during peacetime. Not true. Even during emergencies, core protections remain. Imagine authorities receive repeated warnings that a bridge is structurally unsafe. They ignore it. The bridge collapses. Lives are lost. This is not fate. If negligence is proven, failure to protect life can carry legal consequences. The right to life is not symbolic. It has teeth. If life-threatening abuse occurs, document everything. Seek legal advice. Report to oversight bodies. Use lawful channels. Human rights mechanisms exist in many regions. Accountability is possible, though sometimes difficult. The right to life is not just about survival. It is about dignity, protection, accountability. It is the foundation of every other right you hold. And understanding it changes how you see power. This was episode 1 of Know Your Rights. Next episode, the right to liberty and protection from unlawful arrest. Subscribe, because knowing your rights changes everything.